What would you do if your life savings vanished overnight? Not because the market crashed and not because you took a risky bet, but because you trusted someone. In Madurai, a mother caring for her visually impaired son went on television and said, "My entire savings are locked there." For her, this wasn't just an investment, it was security, it was dignity, and it was survival. And today, that money is gone. This is the story of the SRB FinServ scam in Madurai, a scheme that promised attractive returns and instead trapped hundreds of small investors. So let us break down how it happened and more importantly, how you can protect yourself from something similar. So hi there, welcome back to holisticinvestment.in, where we help individual investors like you to make the right financial and investment decision to reach your financial goals in a more faster and smarter way. Now before we analyze what happened, let us first understand what is this SRB FinServ first of all about. So SRB FinServ was a private entity incorporated in Madurai. Its promoters were Setti Kishori Lal Arun Lal and Mukund Ayyappan Babu Anita. They weren't unknown names. They were associated with other businesses like Express Biryani Fruits India Private Limited, Chennai Happy Bikes Private Limited, Madurai Food Street Private Limited, SRB Silks, a textile showroom. On paper, it looked legitimate. Visible businesses, local presence, familiar names, and that familiarity built trust. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Does having multiple businesses automatically make someone financially trustworthy? The scheme was marketed in a way that felt safe. Invest 10,000 rupees per month for 12 months and receive 1,41,800 rupees at maturity. Sounds structured, almost like a recurring deposit, right? And that was the brilliance and the danger of the design. It resembles something investors already understood. So no one stopped to ask the most important question. What is the return percentage? When you calculate it, the implied annual return comes to roughly 35% per year. 35%. So let's pause here. Even equity markets, volatile, high-risk markets cannot consistently generate 35% returns year after year. So how could a private entity in Madurai do it safely? The answer is simple. It couldn't. And many investors never calculated the percentage. They focused on the maturity amount. And when returns are shown as a lump sum instead of a percentage, it feels real, tangible, and achievable even. So that psychological trick reduces skepticism. By the time doubts surfaced, their savings were already locked in. So where was the money invested? This is one another critical question. Where exactly was the pooled money deployed? So equity, derivatives, startups, real estate or trading, there was no clarity. No disclosures, no audited transparency, no regulatory filings explaining risk exposure. So if you don't know how returns are generated, are you really investing or just hoping? So let's simplify this. In legitimate financial markets, debt instruments typically deliver 6 to 8%. Equity instruments may deliver 12 to 15% over the long term with volatility. And higher returns always comes with higher risk. But scams, they promise high and assured returns. They downplay risk. They operate without proper regulatory oversight. They lack transparency. So in the SRB FinServ case, 35% was not loudly advertised as a guarantee. Instead, it was embedded in the maturity value, a silent promise, and that is often how modern financial scams operate. So as maturity dates approached, investors started asking for their money. At first, there were delays, excuses, reassurances. Months passed, almost a year. Then checks issued at maturity began to bounce. And that's when panic replaced hope. For retirees, homemakers, and small business families, this wasn't surplus capital. This was medical money, education money, emergency money. A genuine investment may fluctuate in value, but it does not simply disappear without explanation. So when liquidity vanishes, transparency disappears and communication stops. The truth becomes obvious. So here's where things stands right now. Complaints have been filed with the Central Crime Branch in Madurai. Investigations are underway. The promoters and their families have reportedly absconded. So bank accounts linked to them have been frozen. As of February 2026, investors have not recovered a single rupee. Because the scheme was unregulated, there is no structured grievance redressal mechanism. Recovery, if it happens, will be slow and uncertain. So financial loss is measurable, but emotional loss, that's harder to calculate. Some investors had convinced relatives to join. Now they carry guilt, embarrassment, shame. For many families, the loss is not just money, it is broken trust. And that psychological trauma lasts far longer than financial damage. So let's pause for a moment, because the real value of this video is not just understanding what happened in Madurai, it's making sure it never happens to you. So, how do you identify an investment scam before it traps you? Let's break it down clearly. Number one, unrealistically high and consistent returns. If returns look too good to be true, they usually are. There is no such thing as high return, zero risk, and guaranteed payout all at the same time. Real investments fluctuate, markets move, economic cycles affect performance. If someone promises 25%, 30%, even 35% returns with certainty, ask yourself, if this is so safe and profitable, why are banks not offering it? Why are mutual funds not delivering it consistently? Why is it being quietly offered through word of mouth? Remember this rule: high returns always come with high risk, and if risk is not visible, it is usually hidden. And number two, lack of transparency. This is a major red flag. If someone refuses to provide written documentation, clear explanation of fund usage, audited statements, regulatory registration, walk away. Statements like "you don't need to understand this, trust us, everyone is investing," these are not explanations, they are distractions. If you cannot clearly explain where your money is going, you're not investing, you're gambling on trust. And number three, social proof and herd mentality. This is where most people fall. My neighbor invested, my cousin got returns, the whole community is putting money. But here's the uncomfortable truth: scams grow because trust spreads faster than logic. Early investors often get paid using money from new investors. That creates credibility, and credibility attracts more money. This is how Ponzi structures quietly expand. So before you invest, ask, have I independently verified this? Or am I just following the crowd? Number four, pressure tactics. Urgency is a classic manipulation tool. Last few slots left, offer closing this week, special bonus if you invest today. Why would a genuine, high quality investment rush you? Good investments remain good tomorrow. Pressure exists only to prevent you from thinking, and scams collapse when people start asking questions. So now let's move from awareness to action, because prevention is always cheaper than recovery. Number one, check regulatory approval. Before investing, verify. Is the entity registered with SEBI? Is it authorized by RBI? Does it fall under any statutory regulator? So verification takes minutes online. Losses last years. So if a scheme is unregulated, that alone should end the conversation. Number two, read and verify documents. Ask for offer documents, prospectus, registration details, legal disclosures. If documents are vague, incomplete, or unavailable, do not proceed. Legitimate financial institutions welcome scrutiny. Fraudsters avoid documentation. And number three, understand the product. Never invest in something you don't understand. Can you answer these questions? How are returns generated? What are the risks? What is the liquidity? What happens if the business fails? If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it fully. And if you don't understand it, you should not invest. And number four, report suspicious activity. If you suspect fraud, report immediately. You can approach National Cybercrime Reporting Portal or RBI Ombudsman, your bank, if account details are compromised. So early reporting can prevent others from losing money. Silence protects fraudsters. So let's summarize this clearly. High returns often come with high risk or hidden fraud. Regulation and transparency are non-negotiable. Greed can wipe out years of disciplined savings, and capital protection should always come before return chasing. So ask yourself, are you investing for growth or are you gambling for shortcuts? Because shortcuts in finance are usually expensive. So what is the final conclusion? Behind every investment scam statistic is a real family, a mother, a child, a retirement dream. Money can sometimes be rebuilt. Trust is much harder to restore. Financial scams thrive on three things: ignorance, urgency, misplaced trust. They often wear the disguise of opportunity. There's an old saying, the only free cheese is in the mousetrap. So let that sink in. Never invest because of a phone call. Never invest because of a WhatsApp message. And never invest because someone pressured you. Pause, research, verify, even consult with professionals. There are plenty of legitimate investment avenues in India today. The responsibility ultimately lies with the investor to understand before committing capital. And when in doubt, speak to a certified financial planner who can align your investments with your financial goals, risk tolerance, and long-term financial security. Because in investing, protection is not pessimism, it is wisdom. And if you found this video valuable, share it with your parents, relatives, and friends, especially elderly family members who are often targeted by such schemes. One informed conversation can prevent another financial tragedy. So stay aware, stay skeptical, and stay financially safe. You can definitely check out the blog post we have posted on our website through the link in the description. And if you want to gain more professional guidance through a professional financial planner, you can choose to book a one-on-one complimentary consultation with one of our professional financial planner through the link in the description. Also, if you want to gain more investment and financial insights through the leading experts in the finance industry, we also conduct regularly free live webinars through which you can register and gain these insights. The link is in the description. Also, if you like this video, definitely hit like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can come up with more such financially beneficial content for you. Thank you for watching.